Hey guys, I just have a quick update for you on Charlotte. It's been a busy week for us. She was in the ER twice last week, both for concerning neurological symptoms that she was having. Um, it's very intermittent, her symptoms, a lot of like just chronic headaches, chronic pain. We can't really identify where the pain's coming from, and it seems to kind of move throughout her body. And she's also having issues with like vision off and on and speech. The initial checks at the emergency room, she looked okay. They ended up doing a quick MRI of her brain and her spinal cord. It was like 10 minutes just to get like a little bit of a picture to make sure that there wasn't anything like life threatening that we couldn't wait until Monday for. So everything looked okay. They weren't like super concerned that anything life threatening was going on. So we've been home for a couple days now. She seems to be doing a little bit better today. Less pain, more energy. She's lost her continence again, so she's back in diapers, which is, I can just tell for her, like she's just really disappointed and embarrassed by it. But she was trying so hard to stay in her panties, and it was way too much for her. So we are looking at a lot of these symptoms are very similar to what she was dealing with right before surgery. So we're not sure if this is due to like some kind of inflammation or like something else going on in the spinal cord area, although most of the symptoms seem to be more like neurological. So anyway, on Monday, she's going in for her big MRI. It's like a 4-hour MRI, I think. And she will be under anesthesia for that. In addition, she'll also be having a 24-hour EEG done. And they're putting on the leads while she's under anesthesia because of her issues with being able to tolerate people touching her head. So it's such a cool thing that they were able to combine both of these just for like her sake and for being able to get really good and accurate test results. We think that she's been having maybe like some absent seizures, and we've been concerned about this really since she was a baby. And we had one test done when she was like a year old, I think, and it came back inconclusive. But with EEGs, it can be really hard to catch seizures if it doesn't happen when you're on it, like hooked up to the machine. So we're doing another EEG, and hopefully they'll be able to invoke some of the episodes that we have been seeing, so that we can know, more clearly if these are actual seizures, like epilepsy or something else that we're looking at. So please be praying for the doctors, and specifically that if there is anything going on from a medical, physical, aspect, that these images that we have done are getting done and these tests that we're doing, that they would show conclusive answers or at least direction in where we need to go. Because right now, no one's really sure what's going on or why she's suddenly having all of these symptoms again. We are a little bit concerned that maybe it's related to her spectrum disorder, of being autistic. We are seeing a lot of like regressions, so maybe it's not neurological and it's just a part of her development, her neurotypical development. But in any way, we really would feel so much more comfortable if we had concrete answers or at least an idea of what's going on, and that we would be given like good resources and tools in terms of how we can parent her through this, because it's been really hard. Because of the amounts of pain that she's in, it's really difficult for her to be able to regulate herself, especially emotionally. Like she is just all over the place, and it's really affecting her. It's affecting her family. So really, it just would be so helpful for us to know how to love her and care for her the best with these answers. Also just pray for peace for Charlotte when she's in the next few days. She remembers a lot of her experience in the hospital recovering from surgery, so she's a little bit nervous and scared to be going back again. Thankfully to our church family, we are both able, Alex and I are both able to spend this day in the hospital with her, which is going to be a huge blessing to our family right now. And we know Evie's going to be taken care of and loved on, so that's just wonderful and encouraging for us. And then also just to pray for Alex and I, that we would just have wisdom and grace and patience to know to just respond well, no matter what the answers are, no matter how whether it goes as we're hoping or whether there are new pieces of information that we're going to have to work through and deal with. But that in anything, no matter what happens, that we would just honor and glorify God, and that we would be able to support our daughter well. So I'm going to leave that here, and I'll let you guys know how it all goes. But we really appreciate you and all that you guys have been doing through prayer and reaching out to us, and we will touch base in a couple days. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.